once you drop the exchange in that position, he would lose the rest of his pawns. There's nothing left to play for, and he is suddenly in already a 2-point hole, and the match hasn't even started yet. It's crazy.
Yep. And it's crazy because, like, the analysis, the real-time game review did say G5 was best, but I thought it was for accuracy to hold the H-pawn. I didn't realize how deep that idea went. You called it, Danya. What a nice idea. Magnus Carlsen is up 2 games. Where have you been, everybody? We got 10,000 of you on YouTube. We've got 12,000 plus on Twitch.
Let's go.
Every one of you are now Danya Naroditsky's personal friend.
Aw, man, you're going to make me choke up here during commentary. That's not good. I want more. I want to show more lines, I don't want to tear up.
Saying that a bunch...
We're at a weird Nimzovich-Larsen position. Now this, chat might look at these moves, knight a3, knight a5, and we don't have the time to delve into them. Suffice it to say that is the main line. You often see that arrangement of knights in this line. We've transitioned into something resembling an English opening, where I think Wesley might actually redeploy his knight from a3, bring it back, perhaps even to b1, and then up to c3 in order to clamp down on these squares, d5 and e4, and then I think the game will finally take on more standard contours, particularly if Magnus also brings his knight back to c6.
Well, it's funny because Magnus has another piece he'll probably fix long term, which is the bishop on d6, right? Because the bishop here blocks the central pawn, who blocks the bishop, etc. So Carlsen has an interesting idea to consider as well, which is how do I fix both the bishop and the knight? You got to be careful if you play. Okay, rook e8 and the bishop goes that way. Nice, right? If you play c6, you take away the square for the knight. So get the rook out of here, back up the bishop, and fix your structure, preparing for d5.
But great point, Danny. c6 is how you would want to play this, and then bring the bishop back in d7, d5, kind of like the Kopek system, if anybody knows that opening. But because you've positioned your knight on a5 and knights on the rim are dim, you're kind of paying the price. I think Magnus is deciding on a move order here. He starts with rook e8, he's going to play knight c6, bishop f8, and eventually we're going to get a reverse Sicilian structure if he pushes d7, d5, which is likely. Of course, Wesley could try to beat him to the punch, but no, I think we're going to get precisely that structure momentarily.
Okay. Yeah, Wesley plays d3, which is flexible.
Or not.
Interesting. Magnus, he kind of accomplishes a hybrid of our plans, right? He goes for the Kopek, but he doesn't trap his own knight. The problem with that, of course, everybody, is that whenever you advance 2 pawns, 2 squares right next to each other, you are always making positional weaknesses. And now Wesley has oh my god, G4, what a move to highlight the weak light square.
And this idea... Oh, wow, Danny.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just quickly going to add that this idea in the English was popularized by Shakhtar Mamedyarov 10 years ago or so, where he started basically pushing g4 in these quiet positions. And guess what? g5 is not just a paper tiger. It literally traps the knight. And if black plays h6, h4, and you've merely thrown oil onto the fire on the king side. But section for Wesley.
When was the last time you dropped a whoop?
It's been a while. I'm saving it for, the right occasion. I think we're close.
Yeah, okay, good. F5 is played, you called it. The F file will open up either by en passant or by the old-fashioned way, and Magnus is going to bring the house over here to the king side.
Okay, but what now? It's very much in Magnus' style to play a move like bishop to d7 here. He likes to sit on the position, right? A lot of people, I need to go for it. Magnus, he likes to improve on the other side of the board, b5 maybe. I think he's deciding on his approach right now. Bingo. I'm proud of myself.
No, you were right. And I'm sitting here like, where did the game go wrong again? Wesley, e4, yeah, I guess he panicked there and allowed this bishop e5 check. Sorry, I'm just like, how did this game get away from him? Not that it's over by any means, but he's down under a minute again. Magnus is on the grind here. The F file is crying, if you're looking at it from White's point of view. The F file is crying. And, yeah.
It's crying. Wesley's crying. His clock is crying. And Danny, this is really what people don't always understand about facing Magnus, which I've had the honor of doing in Blitz so many times. You start out with so excited, I get to play Magnus, I'm going to bring my A game. A couple of games in, you're questioning the meaning of life, and you're asking existential questions about, why you started this match. How is it that you're losing every game while making reasonable moves? How is this possible?
Yeah.
And then you come to the conclusion that Magnus isn't human. That is the path that you always end up taking.
Yeah. Why do I even play chess? Unfortunately, is how that can feel. Oh my god, he takes the E pawn. I wasn't even thinking about the E pawn because and he just opens up the E file.
Wow.
It's so funny how that's the obvious move, but like a little bit counterintuitive to the first
Totally.
eye meets brain, right?
Danny, taking away from the center. Why? Because the queen on e7. Look at the way his pieces are in such perfect harmony. It's like a symphony of each piece fulfilling a very specific role, and the boa constrictor is winding its tentacles. I don't think a boa constrictor has tentacles, but you get what I'm saying.
Hey, you get it. We're inventing new animals here, like the liger. Okay, my favorite animal just happens to be a liger.
Bishop e8.
Bishop e8, the queen will have to back up. The bishop might even just come to... Oh, yeah, Wesley just throws the towel there. Which, by the way, if we back up and just appreciate, this is not over.